Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 22nd of October 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot for this reading. Let's see what the cards want you to know and what energy you'll be working with. So I hope you're having a really good week so far. Let's see what Thursday is all about and what the tarot has to offer. First card is in here. We've got the Seven of Cups. Someone doing yoga there, child's pose. Okay. Next card, a very happy King of Pentacles. And finally, the Five of Swords in reverse. All right. So the Seven of Cups, we see this man kind of clawing at the ground, and it seems to be about regret and hanging on to things that have been lost. So the Seven of Cups is about dreams and desires and manifesting things. So here we've got a rose that could represent the desire for beauty and love. Got a crown here that could be power and real integrity. Here we've got these snakes of wisdom. And here we've got a relationship and these kind of hazy scenes, water pouring out of this cup. So it's like a relationship that once was, that has been lost. We've got a fire here, building burning down. So the Seven of Cups usually is someone looking up at the clouds, and there are 7 cups in there, and it represents anything you could possibly want. It's about daydreaming. It's about being a little bit lost and thinking, okay, there's so many things I could do in life, but what should I do? Having lots of options and not really feeling a particular pull or draw towards any one option. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. If you care about something and it's super, super important to you, then that's easy. You take that one thing that you enjoy and you run with it. But if you're in a situation where, let's say you're 18 years old and you have no clue what you're doing, and your parents say, do you know what, honey? The world is your oyster. Whatever you want to do, you can do. You want to be a motorcyclist or do you want to be a brain surgeon? Whatever you want, darling. And that 18-year-old, how is he or she going to figure it out if they have absolutely no clue of what they're doing? And that's what the Seven of Cups is about. In this deck, it's about hopes and dreams that have kind of gone by the wayside. There's a feeling of regret here and nostalgia, and kind of being on your knees and saying, oh, like, what have I done here? I need to just grab onto something in life. Otherwise, I'm going to lose everything. So the Seven of Cups in this deck is saying, don't look to the past. What is, what's happened has happened. You don't need to claw and get back to recapturing some sort of lost thing from the past. Instead, what you ought to do is sit up and to realize that you've still got you've still got your health, you've still got your mind, you can still manifest whatever it is you want in life. But the important thing is to look to the future and to try and narrow things down to 1 or 2 things that you can actually pursue in a real way. So rather than just dreaming and thinking, oh, wasn't life grand 20 years ago? No, that's done. It's not the time to daydream. It's time to sit up, to get up and to say, what can I do about my life now? And that's a really good message because we've got the King of Pentacles at the center, and the King of Pentacles, he rules the element of Pentacles, and that is earth. It's receptive, so it's about receiving good things. It's about money, your routine, your environment. So the king is lavishly dressed. He's sitting on a beautiful throne, these lovely arches, and his environment is just the best of the best. We've got a Capricorn here on top of a hill. So he hasn't got to this position because he was just born into wealth. He really deserves his position because he works hard and he overcomes obstacles. So he's dressed to fit his position, but he's not overly lavish, and he doesn't base his esteem on his wealth. He bases his esteem on the fact that he's able to connect spiritually, and he's able to listen to the messages that he gets, and he's able to apply those unilaterally in his real life. So the pentacle shows that it's the mind that rules the elements. It's mind over matter. And the cards are giving you the opportunity to start again, to pick yourself up, literally, and to say, get up, sit up, have a look around, and let's see how we can move ahead, because you haven't really lost anything. All these desires and loves are still in you. You may have lost relationships, you may have had houses burned down, or you may have had romantic moments at the lake, and those are never going to happen again because she's left you, whatever. It doesn't matter. You've got your health, you've got your spirit, you've got your mind. And as long as you're alive, you're going to want things anyway. So don't worry too much about that. Try and keep it simple. And then apply that simplicity to one or two things that you can actually take care of today. So that's investing your savings in a bank account that pays you a bit better. Well, that's a bad example because I don't know about where you are, but in the UK, I think the banks pay like 0.025% interest. It could be saying, I want to get a better job. Let me have a look at jobs.com and send my CV to one or two jobs that I really, really want. Or instead of despairing, let me remember the things I've overcome and what that opens up to me. So even though he dumped me, I'm still emotionally resilient and I have a lot of love to give. So I'm going to change my circumstances. I'm going to keep striving to the top until I find a new partner who actually does love me. That comes under the umbrella of Pentacles because it's anything practical, physical. Finally, we've got the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is really serious conflict. Swords are thoughts, ideas, and negative ideas, negative circumstances. We've got this very arid scene here, like a desert. It's all dried up. It's like the skeleton coast in Namibia. We've got the ocean there, and then Namibia is on the west side of Africa, and the people used to land there thinking, oh, great, land. And then they'd get into the desert and starve to death because there's nothing there. So it's like a false hope. And we're not dealing with false hope today. We're letting go of the past. And we're saying, what do I still desire? And what can I do about it? Here, it's someone whose desires and loves and hope for the future is really skewered by these swords, saying, no water for you. You're going to die in the desert, basically, because there's nothing there. And we've got this pentacle, and he's kind of pinned to it, and it means that he has no control over his circumstances. So it's the opposite of the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles rules the pentacle, yeah, anything to do with earth and money and the circumstances. And this guy is almost pinned to the floor and stuck and ruled by this pentacle, and he can't move, surrounded by negative thinking. So that could be other people sabotaging you, causing you difficulties. It can be life presenting you with challenges that you didn't expect. It could be heartbreak and loss and competition between you and other people. Thank goodness it's in reverse. So again, we've got the 1 point up. So you have total control over your circumstances. All you need to do, and I know it's easy to say that, but all you need to do, easy, is let go of the negative, pull out the negative thoughts. I can't. Not good enough. No one likes me. Getting rid of all those, putting them in the past and saying, okay, que sera, sera, what's happened has happened. I'm going to dust myself off, going to get up, and I'm going to remember that I've come this far in life, and I've come this far in life because of me. I am skilled. I have got experience. I did survive the difficulties. I got out of the burning house. I survived the romantic scene by the lake that broke my heart, and I'm still here. So instead of clawing at the ground and feeling sorry for myself, I'm going to pick out my best clothing. I'm going to act the part. And I was going to say fake it to make it, but it isn't fake it to make it, because you've got everything you need inside of you. You've got everything that you will ever need right now, today, on this day. And you can apply it to overcome your circumstances that may be disappointing through hard work and determination. And that means that not only are you able to let go of a negative past, but you're able to create a wonderful future that you're in charge of, and you're no longer at the mercy of other people or circumstances or bad beliefs or negative faulty thinking. So it's an amazing day, but it's an amazing week that we've got, because it's really about taking your power back and being the king or the queen that you're born to be, and not letting other people and circumstances drag you down. And you have the ability to actually motivate yourself. So positive self-talk. Yes, the past may have been challenging, but that doesn't mean the future will be. Come on, buddy, buck up. Let's go. We can do it. Pat yourself on the back and say, don't worry, darling. Don't despair. Good times are coming. The best is yet to come. And the best is yet to come because you're still alive. You've got all your experience. You know so much more than you did 20 years ago. And knowledge is power, and you're able to really take control of your circumstances and make them wonderful. So have courage. You've got all the strength in the world. 7 and the court card king is 1. 7 and 1 is 8. And 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. And 4 is structure and security and stability. It's the emperor in the major arcana. And it's similar to the king. It's financial security. It's comfort. It's a nice chair to sit on and a roof over your head and glamorous, beautiful surroundings as a result of your hard work. So you can really change your thinking, and thoughts are things. So by changing the things floating around your head, you're going to change the things in your life. That's why the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. When you change your thoughts and your beliefs, that's when your physical, practical circumstances follow suit. It's a spiritual law of this planet. Have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on book your readings to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, numerology, and my intuition. To draw up your astrology chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. Once I have that info, I can draw up your birth chart and answer any questions. So if you're at a crossroads in life, if you don't know what to do about your relationship, or what the best job is, or where you ought to live, or what's coming up in future, then we can look at that by drawing up your birth chart, and I look at your progress chart and your transits, and I put those around your birth chart to see what's coming up in future. So if you have any questions, get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.